Louisiana Tech, Coach Holtz, congratulations. They did a heck of a job tonight. It's a very good football team. We knew it was a very quality opponent, and we knew that we had to have a great week of preparation and play our best game on all three sides of the ball to have success. At times, we were a little bit too inconsistent together as a team. We had some success early on in offense. Too many undisciplined things on defense with too many penalties. In the second half, we didn't have enough consistency on offense. We didn't do the same things we did in the first half. So overall, you got to give them a lot of credit. Again, Skip's done a good job. They got a good start on their program. He's done a great job of building a culture around there of winning and competing. So we just got to continue to get better each and every week, grow as a football team. And, again, we'll have another great challenge next week, but one we'll be very excited about. And, again, if we just execute, we'll be in every game and have a chance to win if we do the right things during the week.
What changed in the second half offensively, guys? It seemed like at times you could be stopped in the first half and the second half you couldn't really get any.
Some of that, it's hard knowing some of the things unless you really turn on the tape and watch the second half. I don't think they did anything. The only different thing they did, they played more cover two in the second half defensively, and we missed some opportunities there when they did. So, and then obviously we had a turnover there on the first play of the second half. Our defense came back and they did a heck of a job of holding to no points. Then we got in rhythm and started moving the ball. I think we had a couple key third downs that were there that we had a couple drops. So in the second half, the biggest thing, we were making competitive plays. We were moving the chains. In the second half, we just didn't have the same consistency overall. We caught behind the chains a couple of times, which hurt. And again, drop balls. You're not going to stay on the field. So we just didn't play as well.
Y'all had plenty of penalties in the first half, and that really disrupted y'all's rhythm and kept the defense on the field at times for too long. How much did that hurt y'all in the first half when y'all were trying to stay in the game, and how do y'all clean that up?
Well, penalties kill you. I mean, there's a reason it keeps them out there, it keeps the drive going, continues momentum for the offense versus your defense. And eventually, you have enough penalties, they're going to score. And so it obviously affects you. How do we change that? We got to do a better job of being more disciplined throughout the week. You got to trust your technique as a player and understand that there's no reason to hold. Be competitive. I want aggressive plays. And some of that you're going to have too. Some of those guys are being aggressive, and hey, it's going to happen, but not that many times. So again, I think a lot of it's just trusting your technique, doing your job, and we got to eliminate and be more disciplined.
Mason got off to such a great start in the first half. What allowed him to get off to such a great start, and what do you think hampered him later in the game when he didn't play as well?
We had good rhythm in the first half. Thought we mixed it up pretty well. Thought we had them back on their heels a little bit. And again, they were making routine plays. And that's really what it comes down to, is going out and executing routine plays. Again, the second half, other than the first, the second drive we had in the second half, he caught rhythm again. I can't remember what happened. I think we ended up scoring the field goal on that. And then from there, I thought we got caught behind the chains a little bit. Gave up some pressure. He took a sack. Again, at one point, I think it was the third drive, took a sack. And that was on him, So it's not all on the line. We got to protect better, but we got to make better decisions that time. And you got a guy running down the pipe wide open for a touchdown, and that's the stuff that you grow through. And again, as coaches, we got to do a better job of coaching it up and seeing it and developing. And again, I'm excited about Mace. I think he's growing. He's coming a long way. But we as offense, we got a long way to grow. A long way to go and maturing.
How much of a blow do you think Sean's ejection had on the team mentally and tactically for this?
Mentally, you got to go out and play the next play. You can't. I thought in the first half, and that's something we talked about, I thought you get your emotions involved with whether as players, good calls, bad calls. There was way too much chatter for me, and no one should talk to the officials unless they're spoken to. That's my job, because all it does is distracts you from coming back and making a routine play the next time. And if your mind's over here and they're taking another snap and your mind's still over there, it doesn't really turn out very well, especially against an offense like that. So, yeah, I didn't. We got to be more disciplined, mentally tough. But the ejection, we'll see.
And facing offense that rushes for 5.5 yards per carry, and a quarterback in Higgins that's obviously can make all the throws. How hard was it? What did you try taking away from them, like the run or the pass? Do you think was more important?
Well, they can stress you out in a lot of different ways. I mean, they're one of the top offenses in the country for a reason. They got two unbelievable receivers. They got a running back that makes a lot of plays, and a quarterback that manages the game very well. He ended up throwing a pick in the first half that probably wasn't on him. And he's athletic in space to where he can run as well. So there's a lot of things you have to be worried about when you play a team that's overall the best offensive team we've played.
What was it about Henderson that gave you guys fits? You contained Trent Taylor, was a great player pretty much, but Henderson goes 8 for 133 and 4 touchdowns. Was there something particularly about him that gave you problems?
I'm sorry. Who?
Henderson?
Yeah.
He had 8 for 144 and the 4 touchdowns. What was it about him that gave you guys problems?
He made a lot of plays. Gives us problems. I mean, they're two good receivers. I mean, I think they're two of the top, I don't know if they are, probably two of the top receivers in the country when it comes to stats. So, man, you just got to go out and try to make plays. I mean, we tried to do some different things defensively and bracketing those guys, but at times, you put those two guys on the same side. I mean, you can't throw everybody over there. So they stress you out schematically.
On they scored off a reverse. The quarterback keepers off the option reads really hurt y'all tonight. Was that more of something y'all can change? Or you think that was just really well executed offense?
Again, I go back to they executed very well. They're one of the top offenses in the country, and some of that's the stresses of what they do on some of the run game with the quarterback, or when you're in bracket coverage, you don't have run support. And so it's mano a mano, and everybody better be doing their job. And with quarterback run game, you got hats on hats. Causes issues. And so we just got to we'll look at it. We got to make sure that we're doing everything in our power as coaches to put our players in the best situations to be successful. But against a team like that, you got to mix up and you got to do some different things, or they're going to hurt you.
It seemed like you guys weren't really able to apply any pressure or disrupt their quarterback at all. How much do you think that factored in their offensive success?
Yeah, you don't get pressure on the quarterback. It causes some issues.
Do you have an update on Eric Jenkins, who left in the second half of an injury?
I don't. I saw him after the game. I don't think it probably wouldn't be smart of me to say, because I really don't know the full details as of yet. I don't think it's as serious as maybe I thought it was, but again, you never know. I don't know.
Did you ever think about bringing more pressure in there to get that pressure on the quarterback, or was it more of dropping back in the zone?
You have to mix it up. And we brought some pressures we just didn't get home on, to be honest with you. And it wasn't like we weren't pressuring. We brought quite a bit of pressure. And, again, some of those pressures we brought, again, they caused issues. They trapped it out, and the back hit a couple on the perimeter. So we just got to play much better. Again, we'll get better. We'll grow. Again, it's a quality team. They I think it's one of the top teams in the conference. And, again, Skip's done a great job of establishing their culture, and they built a solid foundation. So we just got to continue to come back and work and build a solid foundation as well. Appreciate y'all. Thank you.